shit, guys. We got one hell of a Dragon Ball Super episode this week. Hey guys, Dragon Gamer here. Here with Dragon Ball Super episode 336, 9, whatever. I don't remember the number. 39, yeah. And oh my God, this week's episode was probably one of the coolest episodes of Dragon Ball Super in a while. Um, Solely for the Dragon Ball Z awesomeness of it and not really, the character progression and all that stuff. Like, if we were talking like solely character episodes, I'd probably say that the Kaba episode is one of the best ones. If we were talking about like Dragon Ball Z hype kind of episodes, it's this would probably be one of the best Dragon Ball Super episodes we've gotten. Um, this week's episode was probably averagely animated. Nothing exceptionally stood out to me as very amazing looking, but it's still yeah, no, there's no real still to that. Uh, it's average looking, but this week's episode had probably one of the coolest moments in a while. We got the return of Kaioken, and when Goku said he had something to unveil, uh, I kind of assumed, and we all kind of assumed that he had a new form to unveil. Uh, and that's not a bad it's not a bad thing to think, but no, we had the return of Kaioken after like let's say in real time 20 something years and in Showtime 20 something years. Um, he hasn't used Kaioken since if we're talking just in the show and with filler and stuff would probably the Pycon fight, which is what this is most similar to, but last time we've seen it was actually, I think officially seen it was he was fighting when he was fighting Frieza, and he used 20 times Kaioken. I think that was the last time he used it. It's cool to see it return. It's cool to see it mixed with Super Saiyan Blue. And I was actually thinking before the episode started that he hasn't used Kaioken in a while. I don't know what made me think about that, but I just thought he hasn't used Kaioken in a while, has he? Um, I expected if there was a new evolution of Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball, of Super Saiyan Blue, that it would be Super Saiyan Green, and a lot of people saying Super Saiyan White, but I was thinking Super Saiyan Green personally. Even like if this Kaioken form isn't perfected, he hasn't used it all the way. Um, I can kind of expect the blue and the red to kind of merge to create a Super Saiyan Purple in a way, and he could kind of dub it that. So that would be a kind of cool thing to see. The power of this form is really insane. It's super fast. We couldn't even see it. We couldn't even get like the little lines to indicate something is moving super fast. It's just like he wasn't even there. You could only hear the sound of him moving. And the form itself does look really awesome. It does look like something you'd kind of want to play as in a in Dragon Ball Z Super whatever kind of game. Um, hit in his it, Hitting this episode and kind of the last episode too, using Zawarudo to kind of stop time, but for a much shorter time than Dio can. But I guess that's kind of fair since people in Dragon Ball Z can move super fast, and if someone could move for like or if someone could attack, what am I trying to say? If someone could attack for like 5 seconds to 9 seconds, like Dio could, that would kind of be a little broken. He could probably like shoot off a bunch of those key blasts like Frieza did to Piccolo back in the Namek arc. Uh, but uh, he only has zero point 0.1 seconds, and in this episode he kind of progresses to point 0.2 and point 0.5 by either charging up or just kind of improving naturally, kind of trying to see how can I use this power better, how can I use it to my full extent. So he's constantly improving. Even the stopped world kind of thing, when we kind of get to see it, it's kind of gray like it is in JoJo, which is kind of more alluding to the fact that this is kind of a ripoff of Zawarudo. But I don't really mind the fact that it's a ripoff since, time stopping is kind of something that's prevalent through a lot of anime, and I can't really mind that much. It's done in a different way here, I guess. So, so Hit got a lot stronger in this episode. One hit from one hit to Goku kind of like landed him for a couple of seconds, and like a rush to Goku kind of had Goku on the ground for a long amount of time. And I said, That's kind of a good thing. We have to have a character who's actually a threat, and I kind of do like Hit. Hit's kind of cold and calculating, kind of like a. I can't really compare him to anybody. He's not. All right, let's say this. He's not a superpower hungry kind of character like a lot of the Dragon Ball Z villains tend to be. He's more of a cold calculating assassin. That's his character. Um, his design, since I haven't been able to talk about Dragon Ball Super before this, his design is to me a mixture of Cell, Boo, and Frieza all put into one and made purple. Um, which is fine. I do like it, and I do like his outfit. I'm kind of curious to see what Vegeta will do now, since Goku has his form, and possibly even in the future. Like I said, Super Saiyan Purple, possibly. Um, since he has all these kind of elements presented to him and something, all these attacks he can use, I'm kind of curious to see if Vegeta has anything in store in his kind of arsenal because Super Saiyan's been his thing for a while. Super Saiyan's been his main main source of power for a while. Maybe he'll I don't know, maybe he can find a way to kind of make this sort of an ascended Super Saiyan Blue, like he did in the Cell arc, or something like that. Kind of find this new power in Super Saiyan Blue to kind of catch up with Goku. Or maybe I doubt he'll go to King Kai for help in using Kaioken because I don't think he wants to emulate Goku. I think he wants to get better than Goku. So that's about it. This episode was really cool. I'm kind of really interested to see where this fight goes next week because I kind of assumed it would end this week, especially with the Chozet's dynamic playing near the end of this episode, kind of signifying like this is the end. But apparently, the conclusion comes next week, and Hit has more in store for us next week. So I'm kind of interested to see how this fight will go and how it will end up. Uh, Thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys thought about this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super in the comments, and I will see you guys later.